A fresh wave of violence and chaos is sweeping through Haiti, driven by a week-long mutiny against the country's Prime Minister Ariel Henry. Powerful gangs have united behind a former police officer turned gang leader, Jimmy Cherizier, known as Barbecue, in demanding that he step down.
If Ariel Henry doesn't resign, if the international community continues to support him, we'll be heading straight for a civil war that will lead to genocide.
Armed gangs have set fire to police stations and looted a food market this week, just as half of Haitians don't have enough to eat. The new episode of gang violence follows the prison break of more than 4,000 inmates earlier this week, plunging the small nation further into hell. Now the Caribbean country's main port says gang-led sabotage and vandalism has forced it to suspend operations. That has left stranded more than 20 trucks carrying vital equipment, medical supplies and food, says the UN's World Food Programme. People are desperate.
I'm an artist, I'm a singer. The gangs forced me out of my house. I have no place to sleep. I sleep on the street. Look, I sleep in this ministry. I'm asking that the country be given a chance because the children want to go to school. Look at the children. The children are the future of the country.
Tens of thousands of Haitians are internally displaced and there are massive fuel shortages. The UN's Humanitarian Affairs Agency warned that Haiti's health system was nearing collapse. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Henry is in Puerto Rico after attempting to fly back to Port-au-Prince on Tuesday, but finding the airport closed as soldiers repelled attempts by gunmen to seize it. Many Haitians are calling for him to go and say he's part of the problem.
We see that this is a country that has been abandoned. It's a country that has been without hope for over 31 months, run by a team of gangs through Ariel Henry. We're here to express our satisfaction with the decision taken by a whole group of political parties to set up a presidential council in the National Palace.
Those calls for a political transition were echoed by the US State Department, which stopped short of calling for Henry to resign.
What we are saying to the Prime Minister is that he needs to expedite the transition to empowered and inclusive governance, including the appointment of a transition council.
Last week, Henry flew to Nairobi to try to bring a UN-backed force of 1,000 Kenyan police officers to retake control from the gangs. Haiti has plunged into deeper chaos and lawlessness since the assassination of President Jovenel Moise 3 years ago. Since the beginning of the year, the UN says nearly 1,200 people have been killed, and hunger has reached unprecedented, catastrophic levels. Dan Collins, CGTN.